Hi guys, and welcome back to another video. Today we're going to be attempting to predict the NFL season for 2017-2018. Now I must just say this video is just for fun, because my knowledge of the NFL, AFC, conferences and all that sort of thing is quite minuscule.
Mine's quite good, yeah.
Yours is quite good. So what we're going to be doing, we're going to be going through each division, who's going to be the divisional winners, who's going to be in the wildcard places, and who's going to be the eventual winners and runners-up of the Super Bowl. And the Super Bowl this year is in February, I believe, and it's going to be held...
It's held in the new US Bank Stadium, which is amazing, in Minnesota, home of the Vikings.
The Vikings.
Yeah.
Okay, let's start off with AFC West. Okay, in fourth place, I've gone for the Chargers. In third place, the Broncos. Runners-up is the Kansas City Chiefs, who I think will actually get a wild card spot. And the winners of the AFC West is the Oakland Raiders. And I always used to know them as the LA Raiders, but apparently they're supposed to be pretty good this season.
Yeah.
So I've actually gone for the Raiders.
And also they're rumoured to be moving to Las Vegas in a few seasons.
Right, okay.
Well, that's kind of been confirmed already, but... my AFC West, I have gone bottom Denver Broncos. Now they're all over the place. They don't really know how they're doing it at the moment. I think they'll finish bottom, even though they've had some good seasons over the last couple of years. They're going to be bottom. Third, LA Chargers. Obviously, they've moved from San Diego up to LA. They got the smallest ground in the NFL now. Obviously, ground sharing with the LA Galaxy MLS team. So they're going to be a bit shaky because they've moved, but obviously third. In second, I've gone for the Kansas City Chiefs, just like you. Now, obviously, they're a great team, some of the best fans in the whole league. I reckon they can be a wild card as well, so second. And obviously, number one, the Oakland Raiders.
You've gone for the Raiders too. Okay.
They've signed some great players over the over pre-season, and they look great this year, so they're going to be first.
Okay, moving on to the AFC South. In fourth place, I've gone for Jacksonville Jaguars. In third place, the Texans. Second, the Colts. And in first place, I've gone for the Tennessee Titans. I believe this is going to be a real tight division. But I think the Titans will come out on top, I believe.
Yeah.
I don't know about that.
Yeah. So, yeah, this is possibly the tightest division out of any of them. This is truly the group of death. So bottom, I have got the Indianapolis Colts. Don't look great this year. They looked alright last year, but they're going to be fourth. Third, I have got the Houston Texans. They looked great last year, but obviously Hurricane Harvey, and they've lost a few of their players now. I think they are having to play a few of their opening games away from home in Florida, like they had to in pre-season.
I think the Dolphins Buccaneers match had been moved to later this year as well because of the hurricane that's on its way.
Hurricane Irma, Category 5, yeah. So I put them in third. Second, I've gone for the Jacksonville Jaguars. They have done amazing in the draft. Drafted loads of really good, young, talented players from the colleges. They signed a few players as well, so absolutely look great this year. And number one, I have gone for the Tennessee Titans. Once again, strong, especially building from last year.
Okay, moving on to AFC East. In fourth position, I've gone for the New York Jets. In third, the Buffalo Bills. Second, the Dolphins. And heading up AFC East. The Patriots, they seem to win, for the last 5-6 seasons they've been up there, haven't they? And seem to get to the Super Bowl or into the championship match every year for the last few years. So, Patriots for me in the AFC East. And Biscuit Boy Bob, I know you're a fan. So... that'll please you.
So for my AFC East, I have pretty much gone exactly the same. New York Jets obviously have been awful for the past few seasons. I reckon they'll only get 1 or 2 wins, maybe even none. I reckon they'll just flop like mad. Their coach needs to go. He's been awful the last few seasons. Third, Buffalo Bills. Third, Buffalo Bills. Just not good enough. Second, Miami Dolphins. They're built on the draft. Have made a few trade deals, but. Yeah, they look quite good this year. And obviously, number one, New England Patriots, and I think this is the year that they're going to go undefeated.
Okay, moving on to AFC North. In fourth place, I've gone for the Browns. In third place, the Bengals. In second place, the Ravens. And in first place, I've actually gone for the Steelers.
Okay.
And I think the Ravens in second place will get that second wild card berth as well.
Now, the top 2 places and the bottom 2 places will be really close with each other. The Cleveland Browns are consistently the worst team in the NFL, consistently come in 4th or 3rd.
Don't you think they'll improve a little bit better this year?
I don't think they will this year. And then in 3rd I've got the Cincinnati Bengals. Sorry, Dean Ambrose. But in 2nd I've gone for the Pittsburgh Steelers. They have been really good over the past few seasons. I think they will dip a bit, but they will get the wild card, I believe. And in number 1 I have got the Baltimore Ravens, who they seem strong. They don't seem as strong as when they were in the Super Bowl a couple of years back, but they are a strong team. They are a strong side. So
okay, so that's the AFC done. So we'll move on to the National Football Conference, or the NFC, and we'll start in the Northern Division. In 4th position, I've gone for Chicago Bears. I think back in the 80s when they had, was it Walter Payton? They were good back then, but now I think they finished pretty much bottom each season today.
Yeah.
With the Detroit Lions.
The NFC North is like the easiest one to predict out of all of them, because it's just literally the same 4 finishing in the same place every year. Excluding last year, the Detroit Lions actually finished 2nd.
Did they?
Yeah.
Well, I've actually gone for the Bears in 4th. In 1st position, I've gone for the Detroit Lions. In 2nd, Minnesota Vikings. Maybe they'll want to try and push themselves to get to that Super Bowl on home soil. And have they got a new stadium this year as well?
This is their 2nd year.
2nd year. And at the top, the Green Bay Packers should run away with it, really.
Yeah, they always
great
run it.
quarterback as well in Rodgers, obviously.
Yeah, great. Got great wide receivers. Ty Montgomery. The absolutely awesome. I forgot what his name. The absolutely awesome Jordy Nelson as well. So, and we have also got AJ Hawk and Clay Matthews, who are amazing defenders.
Okay.
So my AFC North, my picks are Bears, obviously bottom, consistently finished down the bottom of the league or the division. 3rd, I've gone for the Detroit Lions. I think they'll dip a bit from last year. 2nd, I've got the Vikings. They looked really strong at the start of the season last season. They looked like they were going to finish 1st actually, but obviously they bottled it at the end and came 3rd. So, and then obviously number 1 Green Bay Packers, who will just run away with it.
Okay, moving on to NFC South. I've gone in 4th position is the Panthers. In 3rd, the Tampa Bay Bucks. In 2nd, the New Orleans Saints. And in 1st position, the Atlanta Falcons. Now, the Atlanta Falcons, didn't they throw it away last year in the Super Bowl?
Yeah, they did. They absolutely bottled
Unlucky.
it.
That's right.
Awful.
So they got to sort out their bottle problems if they get to the Super Bowl again this season. But that's my picks, Falcons to win the division anyway.
So my predictions for the South are actually the Saints. I don't know what's going on with their squads. Just all over the place at the moment. They're going to finish bottom. 3rd, I've got the Panthers. They seem to do all right in the draft, and they got some good players, but not Super Bowl quality. In 2nd, I've got the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, who look absolutely great this year. It's just I think they'll miss out on the wild card though, just to the Minnesota Vikings. Yep, that was my wild card from earlier. And number 1 will be the Atlanta Falcons, who have actually the biggest squad in the whole of the NFL, and I think they'll run away with the group.
Same as me then.
Yes.
For the top position. Okay, moving on to NFC West. I've gone for the San Francisco 49ers. Not sure what's happened to them this century, but they were pretty good in the 80s, 90s, I believe. The Cardinals in 3rd place. The LA Rams in 2nd. And winning the NFC West, I've gone for the Seattle Seahawks.
So I have gone, obviously, San Francisco 49ers for the bottom of NFC West. Obviously, they only had 1 win last year. Absolutely awful. They've been, ever since they moved from Candlestick to the Levi's, they've just been absolutely just down there in 4th every year. Yeah, they need to get some good trade deals or actually do something in the draft just so they can get up there. In 3rd, I've gone for the LA Rams. Obviously, first year back in LA last year, they did all right, but I think they're going to do exactly the same this year and finish 3rd again. 2nd, I have gone with Arizona, the Arizona Cardinals. They did all right last year. I think they're going to do even better, believe it or not. They've made some good trade deals, and they also did well in the draft. 2nd, and they'll get the wild card, I believe. And obviously, number 1 will be the Seattle Seahawks. They have improved a bit they have improved a lot since last season when they absolutely bottled it. So,
okay, the final division then is NFC East, and in fourth position I've gone for Washington Redskins. In third, Philadelphia Eagles. Second place I've gone for the Giants, and Dallas Cowboys. I think it'll be very close in this division, but I think the Cowboys will actually top the division. However, I think the Giants will get that wild card berth, and the other wild card berth for the NFC, I've gone for the Saints.
that won't happen.
No,
No, it won't happen.
I think they will. We'll see how it is.
Yeah.
It's only fun, this one, but
So I have gone for bottom Washington Redskins. Now, I don't know what's happened to them. They looked good last year, awful this year by the looks of things, looking at some of their players and what they have done in the trade window and the draft, of course. I reckon they'll finish bottom. Third, we have got the Philly Eagles. They're all right, but I don't think they're good enough yet to challenge the top two in their division. Second, this was probably my toughest decision. Second, I've gone with the Dallas Cowboys. They are really good. It's just the New York Giants look so strong this year, to be honest. But
is it their defence again? Because I know they used to be
they have an excellent defence.
They used to be back in the day.
They look really strong this year. The Giants.
They used to run it a lot.
Yeah.
Are they runners, or do they like to pass the ball a lot?
They're runners, the Giants, but
they like to run the ball.
Yeah, they like to run it.
Okay.
So Dallas second, New York first.
Fantastic. Okay, so those are our divisional picks, and we're actually going to go past the wild card and the championship matches, and actually go straight to the Super Bowl itself. And I'm actually going to go for the Raiders versus the Packers, and coming out on top, I would say the Packers. I was going to say the Raiders, but I've looked at it. Maybe the experience of Aaron Rodgers in there. Raiders haven't really done a lot in the last few years. I think they improved a little bit last year, but I think the experience of Aaron Rodgers there, he's going to lead them to victory in the Super Bowl. But my MVP is going to be a Derek Carr of the Raiders. Okay,
so my Super Bowl is once again the New England Patriots for the third year running now. This is obviously the Green Bay Packers, who it's really going to be young squad versus experience. So obviously Green Bay have quite old players, but once again they have some young guns like Ty Montgomery and some of their defensive areas, and they've also got the great wide receiver Randall Cobb as well. We actually drafted a couple of years ago to replace Donald Driver, who retired in 2011 or 2012, one of the two. So I reckon it's going to be such a close game, one of the closest Super Bowls in history. But I reckon it's going to be the Packers coming out on top.
So we've both gone for the Packers then.
And for the MVP, I genuinely don't know who the MVP is going to be, but I have picked two MVPs. It's going to be either Tom Brady or my man Aaron Rodgers.
Fantastic.
Yes.
Okay, so that's our picks for the NFL season 2017-2018. It's a bit of fun. I obviously don't know a lot about American football. I do like watching it, as I said before, but we'll just have to wait and see, and we'll probably review this again after the Super Bowl
in February.
Thanks for watching as always, and we'll see you in the next video. Cheers guys, and bye.
Bye.